I assume they're starting you on Friday. Is that?
I have no idea what the plan is for the rotation this weekend, but I'm going to take it as I'm starting Friday, so I'm going to throw a pin tomorrow and just get ready for this weekend.
Just how do you feel? I mean, you had a nice start in Hoover. You obviously didn't run your pitch count up. Just how do you feel physically and mentally and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a competitor, so I want to be out there for as long as possible, but throwing 70 pitches in Hoover, I mean, it's good for my body. Just give it a little rest, going 100 or 90 to 100 pitches every weekend. It's a grueling year. So mentally and physically, I'm strong and I'm ready to go for this weekend.
You know anything about Central Connecticut besides the fact they're in Connecticut?
Other than they're from Connecticut, I know nothing. But I mean, it's the postseason. They're going to be ready to play. They're going to come in here and give us their best. So we're going to have to be ready to play, or they could upset us and everything.
Yeah, they're from the same league as Bryant, and this is before you got here. But a few years ago, I think Bryant beat Arkansas in a regional in Manhattan. So does that kind of open your eyes to, hey man, all these teams can play at this time of the year?
I mean, yeah, it's postseason ball. You can throw records out of the. You can throw records out. It doesn't matter what conference where the team's from. It's postseason ball. It takes one good game to beat somebody, and they're going to be ready to play, and we're going to be ready to play. So it's going to be a good game on Friday.
You know, last year you went in and you were the number 3 guy. Now you're the unquestioned number 1 guy. How does that change? I mean, how does that change your feeling and mindset and approach and everything?
It doesn't change anything for me. If I was starting game 3 of a regional or I'm starting game 1 of a regional, I'm going to take it just like I would take any other game. I'm going to just come in, get ready, get my mind focused, and just be ready to go if it's Friday or Saturday.
Do you feel like you learned anything watching Blaine last year and how he approached those opening game starts?
Yeah, I mean, you learn a lot from a guy who goes 14-0 in a year. Obviously, he did something right last year to go 14-0, and just something I learned from Blaine last year was how competitive he was. He might not have his best stuff. I mean, he didn't have his best stuff a lot last year, but he grinded through 6 innings, 7 innings every outing, and gave us a chance to win, and that's something I took from him, and I've done that really well this year.
Well, what's the transition been like? You know, changing pitching coaches, going from Wes to Matt. What's that been like?
I mean, it's always a challenge when you're changing a coach mid-year, but I always kind of say that Coach Hobbs is kind of just a younger version of Coach Johnson. They have the same philosophy of weighted balls, pre-throw, post-throw type stuff. So, I mean, it was a pretty easy transition. The only thing different was just kind of how their mentality. Coach Johnson is more like straightforward and getting after you, and Coach Hobbs is a little more laid back. So that's about the only difference I see from him.
Have you ever seen Matt get mad or lay into somebody? Has he ever laid into you? Or
I mean, I've seen him kind of behind closed doors get after some of our guys. I mean, he's got after me too. So I mean, he doesn't show it on the mound when he comes out to talk to you, but like behind closed doors, he'll get after you a little bit.
Were you at all surprised because he didn't get hired? I think till late November, and so obviously he didn't go through fall ball, and like you said, kind of came in the middle of things. Were you kind of pleasantly surprised at how smooth the transition seems to have gone?
Yeah, I mean, it was very easy transition. I mean, it could have gone 2 ways. It could have gone really bad where we didn't gel with the pitching coach, because you never know when a new guy comes in how the pitching staff or how anybody's going to gel with the guy. But I think overall the whole team, even the hitters, they really love Coach Hobbs, and he's been a blessing for this team, and it's helped us a lot this year.
I know he said when he got hired he wanted to get to know you guys on a personal level first before he got into the pitching aspect. How did you feel good about that? Like when he met with you guys one-on-one, did you kind of tell, hey, this guy wants to get to know me as a person, you know, not just as a pitcher?
Yeah, he 100% did that. We kind of sat down, and he just talked to us about stuff off the field, or family, or what we like to do and stuff. And then just whenever we were playing catch and stuff, he'd try to get our minds off baseball and just talk about personal stuff as much as he could, just to get to know us better. And so I think he did a really good job of that, getting to know us on a personal level and a baseball level.
When you lose a guy like Wes to the big leagues, I mean, he's not going to be a AA or AAA coach. He's going to the Twins to be their coach. You're thinking, man, whoever we get ain't going to be as good as Wes, you know, and just kind of. But you feel like, you know, Dave made a pretty good hire with Matt. Yeah,
I mean, Coach Johnson, he was obviously one of the best in the country. It showed by him going straight to the Minnesota Twins and becoming their pitching coach. But I think Coach Van Horn did a really good job with getting Hobbs. I think if we weren't going to have Coach Johnson, I think Coach Hobbs would be the next option, and we got the next best coach in the country, and now he's just done a really good job with his pitching staff, getting us to where we are now.
You know, Trevor, he never played first base. He's not real tall, but he's the All-SEC defensive first baseman. What do you thought about the job he's done over there on defense for you guys?
Oh, he's done outstanding. When I'm on the mound and there's plays in the infield, balls hit at him, balls hit at the infield, and they're throwing the ball to him, I never feel like there's going to be an error over there or anything. He's going to make the play. He's going to pick balls. He's going to just make any play out there. So, I mean, it's a blessing to have Trevor at first base. And then also on the hitting side, he's been a leadoff hitter all year for us, and he's just done a really good job there as well. So, I mean, it's been a blessing to have Trevor come in for his last year and play for the Hogs and everything.
And you guys have gotten really great run support most of the year, but lately runs have been hard to come by. Are you worried at all about the hitting, or you feel like they're going to get back to what they've been doing most of the year?
No, I'm not worried about the hitting at all. I mean, it's baseball. You're going to have times where you can't hit the ball, and there's going to be times where you can't pitch, and you're going to give up a lot of runs. And there's times this year that the hitters have scored 10 runs and helped us win a game 10-9. So, I mean, they're just in a little bit of slump, but, I mean, I'm not worried. I think we have the best hitting in the country, and top to bottom, and they're going to get after it this week and get ready for regionals, and they're going to show what this hitting's all about.
You guys have been so good at home, especially the last 2 years. How good do y'all feel playing at home? How big an advantage is that?
I mean, it's a huge advantage when you get to play at home. You get to be at your own place, sleep in your own bed, so you get a better sleep when you're at home and stuff, and then just playing in this environment. Not many teams get to say they play in front of the best fans in the country. We're going to pack 8,000-10,000 fans in here this weekend, and I don't think the teams that are coming in here have probably faced or been in an environment like that so far this year. So it's a huge advantage when you get the crowd behind it as well, and just like I said, where you get to sleep in your own bed too.
I guess we didn't really get to ask this in Hoover, but you've had a great year. You didn't make All SEC. There were 3 really good pitchers on Golden Spikes that didn't get All SEC. Did that bug you at all, or what was your reaction to that?
Not at all. It didn't bug me at all. I mean, the 4 guys who were in front of me, they're all really good pitchers. That just shows you how unbelievable the pitching is in the SEC, where there's 3 guys who are on Golden Spikes don't get a SEC All Honors. So, I mean, it didn't bother me at all. And for me, it's just go out there and prove what I can do, and the numbers are going to speak for itself.